Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel. In the previous section we have learnt about 5 essential nutrients that are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Okay, and we have also learned that the role of these nutrients in our body. Today we are going to read about the role of water, roughage, balanced diet and deficiency diseases. So let's start. First is the water. Okay, so a person can live without food for several weeks but would die in a few days from lack of water. Around 60 to 70% of our body weight is due to the presence of water. Okay, and we should drink a lot of water to remove waste and toxins from our body. Also, vegetables, fruits, animals, and plants contain high percentage of water. Okay, so let's see what are the roles of water. First one, it helps to regulate the body temperature. Okay, it keeps our body temperature normal, like in summers when it is hot outside, it keeps our body cool. Okay, next, it helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. Whatever the food we are eating or digesting, it helps in the absorption of those nutrients. It helps in the excretion of waste products from the body in the form of urine and sweat. Okay, it also helps to remove the waste products present in our body in the form of urine or sweat. So water is very important for us. Daily we lose water in the form of sweat and urine. So to maintain the balance, we should drink plenty of water daily. Okay. Severe loss of water soluble minerals from the body causes dehydration, making the body weak. What happens in the dehydration is the blood gets thicker and therefore it moves more slowly in the body, causing severe pain and cramps in the muscles. So we should drink water after a regular interval of time to keep ourselves fit and healthy. Okay, next is your roughage. It is also called fiber, and it is an essential part of every healthy diet. In fact, it is the undigested part of carbohydrate that we cannot digest. Okay, it retains water and improves intestinal function by adding bulk to food, and it is a definite necessity for proper digestion and bowel movement. Okay, most of the vegetables, fruits, whole grains, these all contains roughage, and through this we get the roughage. Okay, uh, what or how the roughage helps our body is this roughage swells up in the intestine by absorbing water, and hence it adds bulk to the feces and keeps it soft, and this ensures the smooth movement of waste through the rectum and prevents constipation. So these are the role of roughage. That first one, it prevents constipation. Constipation means many people face difficulties in passing stool, so it prevents that condition and ensures proper bowel movement. Next is, it provides the bulk on which the muscles of intestine can act, and this helps our body to get rid of undigested food. It helps in retaining water. Retaining water means it holds up the water. Okay, and makes the feces soft. Next, it reduces excess of acidity in the stomach. We all know that our stomach contains hydrochloric acid, and this roughage reduces the excess of acidity that is present in our stomach. Next is the deficiency diseases. So let's go to the definition first. What the definition is: the diseases that are caused by the deficiency of essential nutrients are called deficiency diseases. Okay, so if any disease is caused due to the lack of any particular nutrient, then that particular disease is known as deficiency diseases. Like here, protein deficiency. Okay, protein deficiency or insufficient amount of protein causes a disease called kwashiorkor. Okay, this disease stops growth and causes children to have bloated bellies. Bloated bellies means their belly will get swollen up, and they will suffer, or they will have thin arms and legs. This kind of disease affects the children living in poverty in tropical and subtropical parts of the world. Okay, next is, how can we cure kwashiorkor? We can cure kwashiorkor by giving proper amount of protein to the child. Okay, next is Marasmus, another kind of deficiency disease that occurs due to the what your deficiency in calories. Okay, like carbohydrate, fat. If the diet does not contain enough amount of carbohydrate or fat, then the child may suffer from marasmus. One more thing, that marasmus usually attack the infants, means the babies and the young children. Okay, so the elder one need not to worry about it. And but if you are a child, then you should take enough amount of carbohydrates, fats, and as well as the protein. Okay, and here are some deficiency diseases caused due to the vitamins and minerals. The first vitamin is vitamin A. From where does we get this? We get vitamin A from green leafy vegetables, fruits, butter, etc. What is the function or what is the role of vitamin A? The role of vitamin A is to keep our eyes, hair, and skin healthy. Okay, and if our diet lacks vitamin A, then we may suffer from night blindness. Okay, what happens in night blindness is we will not be able to see the things properly during the evening, as the light decreases or the brightness decreases, we will not be able to see the things properly. Okay. Next is vitamin B1. The different sources are eggs, greens, sprouts. Okay, what is the function of B1 is it helps in the digestion. And if our diet, if our diet lacks vitamin B1, then we may suffer from beriberi. Next is B2, and the deficiency disease is skin disorders, as it keeps our skin and mouth healthy. Next is vitamin B12, and the sources are meat mainly, and it helps in the formation of red blood cells. Okay, and the deficiency disease is anemia. Okay, you have to learn this all. Next vitamin is vitamin C. Due to the lack of vitamin C, people suffer from scurvy. And what are the symptoms? You can see the symptoms are loosening of teeth, slow healing of wounds, and uh, weakness will be there. Next is vitamin D. The deficiency disease due to the vitamin D is rickets, and in this disease, our bones will become weak, and the joints and the bones will deformities. Means the shape of joints and bones will change. Next is vitamin E. We get vitamin E from this food like vegetables, milk, butter, etc. It keeps our skin healthy. The deficiency disease due to this is neuromuscular problems. Okay, that means the muscles will get weak day by day. And the last vitamin is K, and the sources are spinach, cabbage, etc. Its function is to clot the blood. Okay, it prevents the excessive blood loss. And if vitamin K will be lack in your diet, then the disease is hemorrhagic disease. That means the blood will continuously, if you will get injured anywhere, then the blood will continuously uh, lose from your body. Next is there are some minerals and the deficiency diseases. First one is calcium, and the deficiency disease is osteoporosis in adults. That means the bones will have some holes in it, and it causes rickets in children. Next is your phosphorus. Sources are given there. And the deficiency disease is the weakening of bones. Next one is iron, and the deficiency disease is anemia. Okay, next is the iodine. The sources are fish and salt, and the deficiency disease is goiter. Like this, sodium, potassium, magnesium, zinc, fluorine, etc. given, and the deficiency disease of the particular minerals and minerals is given there, which you have to learn. Okay, next is balanced diet. Balanced diet is the diet which fulfills all the requirement of nutrients of our body. Okay, that means it is a diet which consists of all the essential nutrients that is required by our body. Okay, to stay healthy it is important to intake all the necessary nutrients through our diet in adequate amount, and no single food item supplies these essential nutrients in the adequate amount. That is why we need to take a balanced diet every day. A balanced diet consists of energy giving nutrients, body building nutrients, energy giving nutrients like carbohydrates and fats, body building nutrients like proteins, and protective nutrients like vitamins and minerals. Okay, and in our daily diet all of these nutrients must be included in a definite proportion. Along with these nutrients, water is also important, so do not be careless with water. So this is all about this chapter, components of food. Thank you.